Hello children, welcome to Electron Chemistry Center. How are you? Hope you all are doing great. Now in today's video lecture, I'll be discussing about periodic classification of elements chapter previous year questions. And all these questions are from JEE Main 2019. Okay, let's make a look on it. The first question you can see. In general, the properties that decrease and increase down the group. The decrease and increase down a group in the periodic table respectively. They are given different properties. But as you know children, when we talk about atomic radius, this atomic radius is inversely proportional to electronegativity. I am writing it as En. So this atomic radius, if you talk about in periods, that is from left to right, atomic radius decreases, and whereas in groups from top to bottom atomic radius increases, right? Now electronegativity, obviously electronegativity in periods, if you observe it, increases, and in groups it is decreases, right? So he's asking in general the properties that decrease in groups, the decrease in groups in the sense electronegativity, and increase down the group in the sense atomic radius. So option 3 is the correct answer for this. Hope you understand children. Let's move on to the next question. Let's see the second question here. Aluminium is usually found in +3 oxidation state. In contrast, thallium exists in +1 and +3 oxidation state. This is due to, as you know, aluminium belongs to group 13. Group 13 elements are boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium. And group 13 elements electronic configuration is NH2NP1. You know it. There are 3 outermost electrons in it. When it comes to thallium, here also its outermost electronic configuration is NH2NP1. So now this NH2NP1, if you observe it, because of these 3 electrons, 3 outermost electrons, it's supposed to exhibit +3 oxidation state. But in case of thallium, due to pore screening effect of d orbitals, because of pore screening effect of d orbitals, these NS2 electrons will not involve in bond formation. The reluctance of these NS electrons to participate in bond formation is known as inert pair effect. That is called as inert pair effect. So only this electron involves in bond formation, so it exhibits +1 oxidation state, right? So thallium can exhibit +1 also along with +3 because of inert pair effect. So the option 1 is the correct answer for this. Hope you understand children. Let's move on to the next question. Here the next question, if you observe it children, when the first electron gain enthalpy, that is delta Heg of oxygen is -141 kJ per mole, that is negative, and its second electron gain enthalpy is, children, you know it, what is electron gain enthalpy? For suppose if I take oxygen and if I add electron, and oxygen can be converted into O-, and then it releases some amount of energy. And the amount of energy liberated when an electron is added to an isolated neutral atom in gaseous state, and this energy is known as electron gain enthalpy. Generally this electron gain enthalpy used to be negative. Now what he is talking about, second electron gain enthalpy, means O- has been formed over here. You are going to add another electron and it forms O2-. If you observe it here, electron is negative charge and O- is also negative charge. So obviously when you are adding an electron to a negatively charged ion, there is a possibility of repulsions because of the like charges. To overcome these repulsions, we need to supply the energy. So that's why second electron gain enthalpy, when we talk about here, second electron gain enthalpy. Second electron gain enthalpy is going to be positive. First electron gain enthalpy is negative and second electron gain enthalpy is positive. So option 4 is the correct answer for this question. Hope you understand, children. Let's move on to the next question. Yeah, let's see the next question, children. The electronegativity of aluminium is similar to. They have given 4 elements: carbon, beryllium, boron and lithium. If you just make a look on it, here second period elements I am writing few elements: lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen. Third period elements: sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus. And because of the small size and high polarizing power, few elements are having same chemical and physical properties. Now if you see the second period element, that is lithium, is having similar properties with magnesium. Beryllium is having similar properties with aluminium. Right? This type of relationship is known as diagonal relationship. This type of relationship is known as a diagonal relationship. Because of their small size and high polarizing power, second period elements are diagonally related with the third period elements. So aluminium electronegativity is similar to beryllium. Because of the diagonal relationship, beryllium and aluminium both are having same electronegativity. So option 2 is the correct answer for this. Hope you understand, children. Yeah, here is the question. The question is the 71st electron of an element X with an atomic number 71. So the element is X. Its atomic number is 71. And the last electron enters into. Obviously, you should know the electronic configuration. So you can write electronic configuration. The electronic configuration is xenon 6s2 4f14 5d1. So if you observe it, children, this is the last electron. Mention it over here. So that is 5d1. The last electron enters into 5d. So option 3 is the correct answer for this. Yeah, here is the next question. If you see the correct order of the atomic radii of carbon, cesium, aluminium and sulfur. First of all, you should understand how atomic radius varies in period as well as in groups. Atomic radius is also called as a size. Across the period, that is from left to right, size decreases. And down the group size increases. And what are the elements given over here? The elements location, if you observe it carefully, here I am writing it as lithium, it is beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen. Here down the group sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. Just for understanding, aluminium, here oxygen will be there and sulfur will be there. Right, this is the location. Now as you know, children, down the group size increases, but across the period in the sense, this is I am considering, and this is also I am considering across the period. Right, so across the period, if you observe it here, across the period size decreases. So out of these three elements, carbon, aluminium and sulfur, across the period size decreases in the sense carbon is having the smallest size. So carbon less than. Why? Because down the group size increases, no? That's why. Down the group size increases. Right? Out of aluminium and sulfur, across the period size decreases. So sulfur is having least atomic size. Next sulfur, next aluminium. As you know, down the group size increases. So cesium is having largest size. So the order is given as carbon less than, sulfur less than, aluminium less than, cesium. So this order is there as option 1. So option 1 is the correct answer for this question. Here is the next question. The correct option with respect to the Pauling electronegativity values of the elements is. You should understand one thing, electronegativity across the period. Size decreases, obviously electronegativity increases. Now down the group obviously electronegativity decreases, right? So let's make a look on it. Group 13, boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium. Next, carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead. And next, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. This for understanding I am giving it. Selenium, tellurium, polonium. If you observe it here, across the period from phosphorus to sulfur, electronegativity increases. That means sulfur greater than phosphorus, but they have given phosphorus greater than sulfur. This option is omitted. Okay. Now next, if you see across the period, electronegativity increases, means silicon is greater than aluminium, but they have given silicon less than aluminium. This option also omitted. Now down the group, if you observe it, down the group what will happen? Electronegativity decreases, means selenium greater than tellurium. This option is also omitted. Gallium and germanium, across the period electronegativity increases, means gallium less than germanium. So this option is correct. So our answer is option 2, gallium less than germanium. Here is the next question, children. The relative stability of which oxidation state? +1 oxidation state of which elements? Group 13 elements. Group 13 elements in the sense boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium. So down the group, if you observe it, children, +3 oxidation state stability decreases. +3 oxidation state stability decreases, whereas +1 oxidation state stability increases. Thallium, okay, prone to exhibit +1 oxidation state than +3. This is because of inert pair effect. Due to inert pair effect, it is prone to exhibit +1 oxidation state. +1 oxidation state is more stable than the +3. So aluminium less than, gallium less than, indium less than thallium. Option 4 is the correct answer for this. The next question given here, the element with the Z is equal to 120, which is not a discovered, of course, will be an or a. It's a very interesting question. See, inert gases I am writing: helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. In future we might get something unknown inert gas. Let us label it as, let us write it as Ig. Helium atomic number is 2, neon is 10, argon 18, krypton 36, xenon 54, radon 86. Upon adding 32, next you will get 118. This is atomic number of unknown inert gas. Next 120 means 120 electrons. Still 2 more electrons are there. 119th electron enters into 8s, that is 8s1, and 120th electron, that will be 8s2. So 8s2 in the sense it is having configuration ns2. ns2 configuration is possible for which elements? Alkaline, earth metal. And the element with atomic number, right, atomic number 120 will be an alkaline earth metal. Hope you understand, children. Here if you see the size of the isoelectronic species, that means all these are having same number of electrons, Cl minus, Ar and Ca2 plus, all these are having, okay, say this is 18 and it is 18, 18, all are having same number of electrons. And this size is affected by, obviously size is affected by nuclear charge. If nuclear charge is less, size will be more. That is inversely proportional to the size. So option 4 is the correct answer for this. Hope you like this video, children, right? If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe it. If you have any doubts, post it in comment box. Signing off. Thank you.